What's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. What's up, gentlemen? So I want to talk to you guys about something. I'm gonna get real vulnerable in this video. You know what I'm saying? But it's to inspire whoever's in a lost place in life right now. You feel me? This is for somebody. Now, I'm not imposing my faith system on nobody, right? As I tell you in all my videos, guys, this is perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. That's all life is. Your perspective may be different from mine. We can learn from each other. Some things I can't learn, some things you can't learn from perspective. But either the case, it don't matter, right? So, guys, I want to tell you something, man. And I'm gonna just be straight up with it. When God wasn't in my life, bro, my life was in shambles, dude. I mean shambles, man. Like I'm making dumbass decisions that I know I shouldn't be doing. Like I'm smoking too much weed, too much, right? I can't eat without it. I can't think without it. I couldn't go to sleep without it, right? I'm overindulging on the corn. You get what I'm saying? Not paying my responsibilities, homage as a man. You feel me? Like just doing goofy shit, dog. Like really just out here doing the most goofiest shit that you can think of, yo. You feel me? Every time, bro. So like, this is why I tell people, man, get in that Bible, man. I tell people get in the Bible because, listen, I don't care enough to lie to you about nothing. So listen, I don't care enough to lie to you guys to get in front of this camera and lie to y'all, man. That's a little bit too much caring. You get what I'm saying? Like that's too much caring. Right? But I do care enough for the kingdom's sake, not for my sake, but for the kingdom's sake. You feel me? I got it tatted on me, right? But I have a burden to reach out. You know what I'm saying? And to bring as many people to the kingdom as possible. But I'm not seeing. It's a lot going on right now when it comes to the kingdom. It's a lot of false prophets. It's a lot of people pretending to do things for the kingdom and for the Father, man. When they doing it to fill their pockets, when they doing it for ego, when they doing it for cash, right? I don't even I'm not even monetized on this platform. And even if I was monetized on this platform, that's not why I create the videos, why I create what I create. Right? I don't do this to be holy and devout. I am still dust, just like everybody else, man. I'm still dust like you. I still have vices, right? I still smoke weed. I just was praying with the God to stop, to give me the strength to step away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's not bad, it's neutral, but I know it isn't good for me all the time, right? And I can draw back and pinpoint and connect things to my vices that mess up my life, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like I will never get in front of this camera and be like, yeah, guys, I'm better than you. The only person I will ever be better than is the person that I used to be. The only person you will ever be better than is the person that you used to be. If you are making the necessary steps and choices to improve and become a better version of yourself. Every time God was not in my life, my shit was in shambles. Shambles, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna give me a tripod, y'all. I'm finna give me a little gimbal or something. Pretty sure we ain't even gonna get into it, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But man, every time God wasn't in my life, my shit was fucked up, yo. I was around shitty ass people, you feel me? I'm dating, you feel me? Ungrateful women, I'm running into Jezebel spirits, you feel me? Like shit is just bad, bro, all around, you feel me? But the shit that I would fall into, like my habits, and man, let me tell you, shit was easy. It was so easy, right, for my body. So let me tell you, man, it was so easy to be in dismay, right? It was so easy for me to, like, if I was on bullshit and God wasn't in my life, bro, it was so easy to get access to Jezebel. It was so easy to get access to weed. It was so easy to get access to situations and friendships that really were not good for me. Like, you ever notice that when you on bullshit is very easy to come across, right? It's like I didn't have to worry about money. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm in the streets. So I didn't have to worry about money. If I can get it from this way, I can get it a little bit of this way. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted weed, it was right there. If I wanted any other drug, it was right there. If I, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to, you feel me, fuck with some hoes, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna just keep it real for the video, you feel me? It was right there. But every time I stepped away and was like, you know what, let me get closer to God, because God was calling me, dog. God was calling me, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it G real in this video, just like that song, that Trippie Redd intro, you feel me? That little meme, I'm gonna keep it G real, you feel me? You disrespected me. But I was really disrespecting myself, you feel me? Because I kept staying away from God. That was even a point in my time in my life where I literally prayed to God and denounced being close to God, right? Because I got to the point where I was so lost, yo. Like, I started looking into Satanism. I started looking into paganism. I just started looking everywhere. And I even went to God and I was crying. Gee, shit. I'm like, God, I don't want to follow you blindly. Because I felt like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people who grow up in a Christian household, not necessarily Christian, right, but like a religious household, right? Like where you grow up in this household, so you grow up with this belief system, this mindset. You get what I'm saying? And in the Bible, it states for us to seek Him. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I can't necessarily say that I'm seeking God if I'm just believing this without no real evidence of my own. And that's the whole point of a personal relationship with God. You gotta have evidence of your own. That's what makes it a personal relationship. You know what I'm saying? So at one point I denounced God and I was like, God, I need to find you. Right? I need to find you. I need to know that you exist on my own terms. Because I feel like I'm being lied to. Not to say that that was the case, but with all the information and all the religions and all the things that we can put into perspective of this world, and us being logical creatures, it's very easy to dismiss a faith system based off of reasoning, based off of logic. So I went through a very dark time, bro. A very evil time of my life, right? Very evil. And every time I denounced my faith, every time I stepped away from God, every time I felt like I could do it all on my own, bro, everything kept coming crashing down. Everything. I'm losing jobs. I'm losing houses. I'm losing friendships, right? And not the bad ones, not the ones that I shouldn't be in, but the ones that have probably took me somewhere. You see, the enemy has a way of convincing you that you can do this shit by yourself. As if we created anything that we're living in. Right? And I don't get in the comment section with the literal, well, I created my own house. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, I had it a little up. What I mean is, guys, is that we didn't create ourselves. Right? That'd be some freaky shit if we found like a lab somewhere, right? And we was creating ourselves. That'd be crazy, right? But that's not the case, man. When you get real dirty and sweaty, what does your dirt look like? That shit start to look like actual dirt. Rub on your arm real quick, you feel me? If you've been musty, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit, and you ever had something on your body, because I've been homeless before. You feel me? You can't always shower when you're homeless, you feel me? So that's where I get this information from. Like, your skin literally looks like dust. Like, it literally looks like earth. It literally breaks off of you as if it was dirt. So we're all just dust. And I say that to say this, man. Yo, when God's not in my life, man, my life is shit. It was trash, dog. I couldn't focus. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women I would run into would just be terrible, right? And I think that was God saying, hey, come find me. A lot of times, we be thinking that it'd be the enemy that be putting us in terrible positions. A lot of times, we put ourselves in those positions, and then we blame either the enemy or we blame God. And if you look at what the Bible describes the enemy as, the accuser and the punisher. So that implies two things, right? The first thing it implies as an accuser, oh, I'm telling you about shit you either didn't do, and I'm going to keep that in your mind. A punisher is someone who condemns you for what you did already. You know what I'm saying? So the enemy got multiple ways, guys. He got multiple ways for you to step away from him. But then again, you also have free will. So a lot of times we will take our free will, make decisions, and then blame the enemy for it. And then we be asking God, I bind Satan in the name of Jesus, or I bind this, or I rebuke this. And God be looking at us like, nah, that's you. That's you. That's not the enemy. I didn't allow him to do that. That's you. And once I realized this, once that part of my training, because this is training, bro. This is training. If you're a follower of Christ, bro, ma'am, lady, fellas, ladies, whoever watching this ain't easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Following Christ is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. If you can't handle stress, both healthy and non-healthy stress, this ain't for you, dog. This ain't for you, man. Because while God will give you the peace, I want you to understand what this comes with. The majority of the world will dislike you because they are aware in the spiritual plane of who you are and who you stand with. So that's why when y'all be seeing me on my Instagram and stuff, and I'll be posting on the set, I'm not talking about some human gang shit. I'm talking about some spiritual gang shit, because this is spiritual war. This fleshly stuff don't matter, dog. You feel me? I ain't repping cuz, blood. I ain't repping none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm repping the heavenly kingdom. You feel me? And I stand on business with it. You feel me? I don't claim myself as a demon. I'm an angel. I don't claim that demon shit. That's weird. And then it blows my mind when those same people run into actual demons and then now they're looking for God. Not people who kill people and call themselves a demon. I mean the literal demons. The spooky shit. Because, you know what I'm saying? That shit. Like, following Christ ain't for the weak, man. It's not for the weak. It's not for the timid. It's not for second guessing. It's not for none of that, man. Literally in the Bible it says, take on my burden and bear my cross. So that literally implies that this is not going to be easy. It implies that walking with God ain't going to be easy. It implies that you are going to get tested often more than most people. You're going to deal with a lot more than most people because most people are straight. They're not walking towards God. So, I know it's probably a little loud on the mic, you feel me? I'm going to fix the volume and the editing, you know what I'm saying? I just have to check to make sure, you feel me, everything is good. But at the same time, G, this ain't for the weak, bro. If you think that you just going to say, I believe in Christ, and then your life is just going to do a whole 180 immediately without